nestled in the Rocky Mountains, Folsom Field in Boulder. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Texas Longhorns and the Colorado Buffaloes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Hey guys, checking in with the Texas head coach before the game. This is what he had hoped for and is excited that it is playing out right before our very eyes. Bringing this running back in the transfer portal, he knew that he could be someone to make an impact, but he didn't know how much. And here he is, highly productive, really starting to lean on that offensive line and gain some chemistry with the other guys on the team. We're seeing this offense come alive, and they've got to do it again here today. Keep you posted on how things start here in the game in the first quarter and how this chemistry is showing up big time for this team. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. He'll bring it out. It's Perry. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So Colorado's offense will have the football first. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. And you get the idea that he'll be keeping an eye on the kind of day his counterpart is having for their offense.
And I tell you what I love about the battle of these wide receivers, both these guys, they picked their spot. They came here for an absolute reason, to shine with their QB. Who can get on the same page early in this football game? Both these guys, Jesse, elite playmakers.
There he goes. Past the 50. The 30. The 20. The 10. Touchdown, Colorado. He shed tackles like a snake getting rid of his skin.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
On the run from inside his own 5. So the Texas Longhorns offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And here comes Arch Manning. Led his team to a win, throwing 4 touchdown passes the last time out. To throw, Manning. The sure hands, it's Lockett. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. Manning on play action. Makes the grab. Forward and runs through another one. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Longhorns peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
He's loose. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Longhorn!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Buffs offense ready to begin this drive. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Running inside. It's Young. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Here's Lewis to throw. Pressure coming. He lobs one high down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. From the gun on third down, Lewis. Quick completion on the out route. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. And the Buffaloes want to move quickly. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Play fake, Lewis. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on third down from the 43. Motion from the back. Throwing, Lewis. Makes the catch, and he's free. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Buffaloes have their offense in high gear. Motion from the wideout. Looking for space. It's Young. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Colorado. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it matters the most. You talk to any coach, they'll tell you, David, number 1 on the goal sheet is to win your conference.
And I think it's so hard because of the familiarity. You play these same teams every single year. You know them inside and out. They know your scheme, you know their scheme, and sometimes the momentum of the moment can be tough, so got to continue to play well within the conference.
They've been great on third down. Now to finish the deal on 1st and goal. From the red zone, it's Young. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Here's the pressure. Can't make the grab in this offense, which has been brilliant. Season on third down, doesn't convert this time. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And with field goal, they now have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The Longhorns head out hoping to move the ball on this possession. We've had some early scores. They get the ball back, trailing by a field goal 10-7. Arch Madness. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to throw. It's Manning. Fires to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Takes a hit as he fires. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion. And the Longhorns will punt this one away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. These teams putting up some early points, and now they have it back up 10-7. Lewis throws to the wideout. Working the middle. Runs through a man. He might have space. The 20. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jumpstarts the offense.
And Man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Finds his man. It's Wingo.
Man, is it going to be fun trying to stop this passing offense at Texas. Not only do you have to deal with Arch Manning throwing the football, but you got Wingo outside with all that speed, David. You're bringing Cam Coleman from Auburn with his size and speed. So who do you cover if you're on defense?
Yeah, we didn't even mention the running backs who you bring in, too, who are studs. So, like, they're studs all over the field. This is an offense.
Oh, it's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver.
Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Throwing Manning. He's got his man, makes the grab. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision.
Makes the grab in their space. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Man, he's spreading the ball all over the yard, man. A lot of times when you go to one guy, man, I can kind of shut them down, or I can run coverages to stop wide receivers. Now getting the tight end involved, using the whole field, really in a flow, in a rhythm, the passing game looking good.
And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Now that's a throw in the drag route where you just got to have patience. You got to let your wide receiver clear through all the bodies in the middle of the field, and he just couldn't hook up on that one.
Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Trying to rumble in. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Manning rushes on him. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
Second and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches, who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody.
Manning tries to pick it up on third down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. It's good. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
The Colorado offense comes out to go on the attack. They torch this defense with an explosive passing play for a score. They can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. Gets a turnover. This offense has it with really good field position. Here's Manning to throw. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, the quarterback had the look he wanted. He had his big fella down here in the red zone. That's supposed to be an easy pitch and catch, but his buddy puts it on the floor.
This time he's got his man. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. Here's Brown. Touchdown, Texas! And they take it in for 6 more points. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. I'm sure the offense happy with that free 5 yards. Now it's 2nd and 5. Here's Lewis to throw. Caught by Williams on the left. They use that sideline as a defender and get him out of bounds at the 36. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Young.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun on 3rd down, Lewis makes the grab. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Buffaloes are moving quickly down the field. Throwing, Lewis. Looking down the middle. Complete on the left to Williams.
When I see the defense in man coverage, I'm trying to get my fast guy versus their worst corner. Trying to get a great matchup on the outside, take advantage of it to make big plays.
To the ground with the back. Maybe some room here. Got enough for the 1st. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. They use those back-to-back explosives to set him up 1st and goal. Lewis to throw. Got his man on the outside. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Lewis on the play action. Back's looking for the goal line. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. And they've inched closer and closer, and still 2 yards to go for the touchdown here on 3rd down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. That was an important stop there as they try to hold them to a field goal on this drive. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Right on target the 1st time. Now he'll try another from 24 yards out. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Grabbed over the middle. It's Lockett. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Under fire. That pass is incomplete. They're dealing with a second and long. They'll give it to Brown. Got enough for the first. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
You know, God bless Texas, because they can lose great running backs, and they just go into the portal and they get a great running back. Oh, no. They got two great running backs. To get Smothers, to get Brown to come over, obviously guys with
There he goes! What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
I love this running back and the job he does once he has the ball in his hands on this screen pass. He was real patient. You got to allow these 300-pound offensive linemen to sort of collect themselves and stammer down the field and try to block some of these linebackers and DBs, and that's exactly what the running back did.
Got enough space. Touchdown, Texas. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, heat that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll move the wide receiver. Lewis unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Moore. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. And the Buffaloes racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. It gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement. They're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. On the ground with the counter. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got a man, it's Moore. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. On the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop.
He's got it for a big play. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Here's Arch to throw. Steps away. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Just a short pass to the tight end. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Longhorns stop the clock for the final time, calling their third timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Firing to the right, complete. How about the blow he delivered in banging his way to the 41? This will likely be the last play of the half. Art's going to spin it again. Unleashes one deep. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Iowa, taking on the number 25 team, the Tulane Green Wave. And it's the Hawkeyes sneaking out of here with an upset victory. Gonna have to see how the rankings shake up following this outcome. And there is still a lot of work to do on the season, but they get back to 2-4 in the standings. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. And now back to your game in Boulder. Let's just take a moment to process what we're seeing. Two quarterbacks, both dropping dimes left and right, both on pace to have career days. I can't wait to see what they have in store here in this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas at Folsom Field.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Buffaloes will kick it off to start the second half. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Here comes the Texas offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Great job by the receiver catching that curl route. And did you see the way he came back to the football? That's a great lesson for a lot of young receivers out there. You create separation by coming back to the quarterback.
He breaks a tackle. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. A give to Brown. Pushes ahead for one. It's 2nd and 9.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Pocket breaking down. Punts it out of the air. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. He wants to change this route. Arch is going to throw for it. He fires to the left side. And they needed a little more room to work with as that one sails out of bounds. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The run inside. It's Brown. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. It'll be 3rd and long. Back to pass. It's Manning. Sets up the screen. Oh, he's got some space. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. The Longhorns, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They'll run with Brown. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
They'll try to run it with Brown. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on 4th down.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Longhorns!
4th and goal, gotta have it. Who do you go to? You give it to your playmaker. You give it to your quarterback. You trust him. You trust him handling the football. He does what he's supposed to do, gets downhill, makes the 4th down conversion, and they get in for 6.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bucs offense ready to begin this drive. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Powers through the defender. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. The Buffaloes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Here's Lewis to throw. Under fire. Hit as he throws. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Lewis from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Buffaloes will send out the punt unit. And he's going to have to drive this ball into the teeth of the wind. Wants to return it. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Slithers into space. Makes it past the marker. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the...
Could be an alley. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the 1st down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. To throw, Manning. Unloads to the wideout. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. To the air, it's Manning. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Snared on the right sideline. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. The explosive play set the table. Now they got to serve the feast. Unleashes to the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Here's Brown. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage.
All right, this offense just keeps trying to pound the ball into the end zone down tight, but the defense, they're very, very physical. So I think you got to think about either a...
And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. Texas fighting them through the air and on the ground, reminiscent of Colt McCoy's big day against A&M in 2009.
Yeah, just doing whatever they want. And this is a good spot to be. Listen, Texas gets a highly recruited kid at quarterback every single year. Can this be the guy that takes them to the next level? Today,
snags it, and there's running room. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Throwing, Lewis. This time on target. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. On the run, it's Young. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Lewis. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Fighting off the defender. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Here's a heat. It's incomplete, and the defense makes a stop and gets the football back. Manning with a play fake. Dances away. Byers on the move. Got a man. It's Coleman. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. Handoff for Brown. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. Arch Madness. Oh, they're after him. Makes the grab over the middle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. In the red area, it's Brown. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18. It's 3rd and 5. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. He's got it on the move. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Touchdown, Texas! And the route is on. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1. And the extra point is good. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Lewis to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Clements. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Short completion on 1st down, and here they are with 2nd and 8. Lewis wants to pass. Finds a tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They've got it at the 41. 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. From the gun on 3rd down, Lewis makes a catch. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Lewis to throw for it on 4th. He wants to go deep. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Here on the Texas sideline, the team is rallying around their quarterback. He has been terrific today. Every time he comes off the field, they're patting him on the back, making sure he knows that he is their guy. His performance has been stellar. Not a big surprise, but still, the way he's shown up and shown some composure and poise, the guys are rallying and loving what they're seeing from their QB. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Keep it on the ground. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Needs it to keep this drive alive. He's not going to get there. He needed 2 yards, but he just got 1, and the defense comes up with a stop. Throwing, Lewis. On the left side, grabbed by Williams. Oh, what a move to get room. He goes out of bounds. Big pickup on the play. It'll look nice in the stats column, but probably not enough to make a difference in the game. Lewis to throw. Fires to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. And the Buffaloes are threatening in the red zone. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Here comes the heat. Lets it fly deep downfield. He makes the catch at the end zone. Touchdown, Buffs!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're